Hello students, here it is a continuation video of today's class. In our previous class we learnt about mean value or average value. The average value of AC over a one complete cycle will be 0. So we are considering for either positive half cycle or negative half cycle. Then we found I average is equal to 2Im by pi. Okay, here one more value to specify the value of alternating current, that is RMS value, that is root mean square value. Root mean square value of an alternating current is defined as a square root of, square root of mean of the square of all the current over one cycle. Okay, see here I am considering a alternating current, that is I is equal to Im sin omega t. This can be written as I is equal to Im sin theta. For this I am drawing a graph, then I get graph like this. Here we need the square root of mean of the squares of all the current. It is a current alone. We can write this one as I, this one as theta. We need the squares of all the current. On squaring this current we get graph like this. On squaring this negative of we get graph like this. For that squared value of current we need to find the mean value. So far I am considering a small elemental area in the I square, having the thickness d theta, then the mid ordinate current will be I square. Mid ordinate current will be I square. We know the RMS value of current I, RMS, that is equal to square root of mean of the square of all the current. Mean of the square of all the current, that means sum of the current of all the current over one cycle. That is equal to area of one cycle of squared value. By base length of the one cycle. Here I am writing this formula from this definition alone. See, IRMS is a square root of mean of the squares of all the current over one cycle. That is nothing but the area of one cycle of squared wave by base length of one cycle. Then area of the length, that element. Area of this element can be written as area of the element, that is equal to d theta into, that is I square. Then in order to find the area of one cycle of this squared wave, so we need to integrate this small length element, or small area element from that graph. So area of one cycle of squared wave, that is equal to integration of limit, apply the limit, that is 0 to here pi, it is 2 pi. For one complete cycle it is 0 to 2 pi. 0 to 2 pi, then I square d theta. We know the value of I is Im sin theta. Applying the above expression, then it became of 0 to 2 pi, then Im sin theta whole square d theta. Then squaring this we get 0 to 2 pi Im square sin square theta d theta. Okay, here Im square is a maximum value of that current that can be never change. So taking out of the integral equation, then Im square integrating sin square theta d theta over the limit 0 to 2 pi. Okay, we can write sin square theta as 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. Okay, then this one became Im square integration over 0 to 2 pi, sin square became 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2 d theta. Okay, taking 2 out of the integral, then it became Im square by 2 integrating 0 to 2 pi. Okay, this became d theta, then this one became minus of integration cos 2 theta d theta 0 to 2 pi. Okay, then integrating this one we get theta, integrating this one we get sin 2 theta by 2. Okay, then I can write Im square by 2 integrating theta we get d theta we get theta, then this one sin 2 theta by 2, limit is same, then 0 to 2 pi. Okay, then apply the limit, upper limit minus lower limit, then Im square by 2 upper limit, that is 2 pi minus sin 2 into 2 pi by 2. Okay, minus lower limit, then 0 minus of sin 0. Okay, 2 into 0 then became 0, then sin 0 by 2. Okay, then next simplifying this, Im square by 2, then 2 pi minus sin 4 pi by 2. Okay, this one became 0, sin 0 0, this entire term will be 0. We know sin n pi is equal to 0, then this value also 0, then we get the area of one cycle of the square wave. Okay, then Im square by 2 into 2 pi, then 2 going to cancel, then we get Im square into pi. This is the area of one cycle of square wave. Then Irms can be written as square root of area of one cycle of the square wave, that is Im square pi by base length of one complete cycle. Okay, base length of one complete cycle will be 0 to 2 pi. So we can write this one as 2 pi. For one complete cycle the base length will be 2 pi. Therefore base length will be length 2 pi. Okay, then pi going to cancel, then we get an expression Irms is equal to Im by root 2. Okay, this root and square cancel, then it became root 2. After solving this we get 0.707 Im. Then from this expression we found that the RMS value of the current is 70% of peak value of the current. Okay, similarly the alternating voltage can be written as Vrms, that is equal to 0.707 Vm. Okay, see here in this video we learnt about how to specify the value of the alternating current with the help of RMS. Okay, if suppose if you want to check the voltage in your home by a multimeter, then you are checking the value only the RMS value. Okay, not the peak value. Then the voltmeter or the multimeter can read the value like 230 or 220 volt like that. Okay, that is a RMS value. Okay, not a peak value. Okay, then this RMS value can be also be defined as, see, for a simple demonstration, RMS value can be defined as, suppose I consider a wire having resistance R. Here I am applying a DC source, direct current, okay, for the time t. Same resistor having the resistance R. Here I am applying the alternating current with the same time. It produces a heat H. At the same time, this current also produces the same amount of heat. Okay, then that current is known as RMS value of AC. Okay, here I consider here two resistance having the same resistor value. Within the same time, here I am applying a current, DC current, that means direct current for a time t. It produces a heat H, same amount of heat as generated in the resistor by the flow of alternating current. Then this current is known as RMS current. IRMS or effective current. Okay, this is your today's assignment. Here I gave two more questions, that is define average value of alternating current. We know very well. The next, how will you define RMS value of alternating current? Okay, no need to define this. You have to write the answer in page number 236 in the note. Okay, thank you. In tomorrow's class, should we see a new topic, that are phasor and phasor diagram. The next, AC circuit that containing resistor, inductor, then capacitor. Okay, thank you.